Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gen Z Sanctum. You know me. I'm Nate Remington, and across the room from me, we have Nathan Langford. And for the first time in this podcast, we have a guest star. This is Nathan's cousin, Braden.
Everybody.
So, we had to basically put a jumble of cords, like 16 cords across the room in every direction, so that the recording would be able to pick up all three of us.
Nah.
Yeah, it was more like 2 chords, but hey, you know what? It was still a trip trying to get this put
It's
together.
content.
So, Braden, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
It's pretty cool. All right. So, what is today's topic, you might ask? Well,
No plan.
no.
We just went in with this recording, don't know nothing about the world, and just rant. No, I'm just kidding.
That is very accurate. Before we started recording, I said, "So what's today's topic?" And Nathan was like, "What if?" Now hold on a second. He took a puff of his weed.
What if?
What if we had no topic? We just hit record and just whatever happens, go with it. I thought, you know what, Nathan, you're a genius. Let's go with that.
Nothing.
So here we are today with absolutely no topic whatsoever, and 2 adults and a not adult with a not adult brain. So
I'm a minor.
So I apologize ahead of time for the humor. We have a not adult among us. Wait, did I say among us?
Among us.
Speaking of among us.
Among us.
Sus.
Sus. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, or non-binaries, or whatever the frick, I don't care. Anyway,
Pronouns. What are pronouns?
I didn't ask.
Pronouns, they, them.
My pronouns are
What?
Apache, attack,
I
helicopter.
literally had somebody come up and ask me, it was like, what are your pronouns? I'm like, I don't use pronouns. Those are for weirdos.
Dang straight. All right, Braden.
You don't use pronouns. There's a male, there's a female.
Yes.
That's
That's
it.
true. So Braden,
You don't
Yes.
just walk up to a dog
Nathan,
and
would
be
you
like,
stop talking? I'm trying to talk.
no.
I'm trying to
No.
talk to Braden. What do you keep
No.
saying? Okay, fine. What were you saying?
I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of people just walk up and be like, oh yeah, you men don't know what a woman is. This guy asked, what's a cat? And she's like, biological male, that's female now, is like, I'm sorry I ever asked. Wow.
I saw this thing on Instagram Reels while I was scrolling. Our grandparents' generation had Wonder Woman. Our generation has to wonder if it is a woman.
I saw that. I
Saw that too. Braden, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Wow, you are really contributing
I saw
a
that
lot
like
to this
16,000
conversation.
years ago.
Yeah, 60,000 years ago, back with the dinosaurs.
You are really contributing a lot to this conversation. I ask you, how is you doing? Good. What do you think about this? Yeah. Why do we even have you here, Braden? What the frick are you doing here?
Idle.
Anyway.
What?
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 Tree.
Big bang boom. Goes dynamite.
Banana.
What do you think I was talking about?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think you will notice that we smoked a little weed before we started today's episode. So this is gonna
We.
this is gonna be an unhinged. Yeah, dandelions. What do you think? What do you think I was talking about?
Yeah, fair.
So it might be a little bit unhinged.
I'm
I put
vaping my
some dandelions in
humidifier.
the fire and just
Yeah.
sucked it up like a man, then coughed it up 2 seconds later.
You sucked it up like a man, you say.
Anyway,
Anyway, sorry, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen. Braden. So last week's episode, Braden, we talked about Minecraft.
I just vaped essential oils.
Single mothers in their 50s. No.
what the heck?
No. Non-vaxxers.
Wait, what did you say?
I said single mother in her 50s. So, Braden, last week's episode was about
Yeah.
Minecraft. Have you listened to last week's episode?
I have listened to last week's episode.
What did you think of it?
An episode.
It was a solid 69 out of 420.
Hey, yeah. Okay. So a while ago, Braden asked to be on the podcast and talk about some paranormal stuff. And I think
Ghost is scary.
I think.
Okay, podcast over.
Wow. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we might have like a subtopic talking a little bit about.
But the thing is that paranormal stuff usually needs research.
That's true.
So that should be for a
Usually
day
means what?
that actually has a topic.
That's true.
So
Today's source is trust me, bro. Yes. Source, trust me, bro.
no, but then going on the whole, non-binary thing, there
Why are
was
we
also
talking about
another
this?
video that I swear this person got so roasted they might as well have just fallen into
They
ashes.
got so roasted they lost their rights. I mean, wait, hold on. Hold on. I might have just canceled
But
myself.
this one guy was explaining, he was like on
Sometimes you're
the
born with no.
podium, and he was like
Just lose 'em along
explaining
the way.
to somebody who was on the mic about like
You might have to say that
the
again, Nathan,
difference-
because Braden was talking over the top of me.
Wow, Braden, I see how it.
I'm vaping essentially.
Okay, that joke has been made. Anyway, you were saying.
Anyway, so this guy was on a podium, and there was this, I think, biological male as a woman at the mic explaining, oh yeah, he's like, what is a woman? And she's like, oh, well, that's complicated. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. There's a male and female. That's it. And
Do you got PP
he's like,
or,
well, if
or
you're
the
an
flat?
EMT, if you're an EMT and you
What?
get called to a site where someone is having like
An emergency of some
an
kind,
emergency birth, they're like, oh yeah, I'm giving birth, and it's a biological male.
yeah. Mhm.
Is that even possible? Just stands there
What?
for a solid 30 seconds. You're like, well, some men don't have body parts. What?
Have you also seen? Have you also seen?
That is the worst argument ever.
Have you also seen? I think it was Ben Shapiro, who was standing up, and this person was like standing with a microphone in the crowd, and was like, "So, what are we going to do about reform in the Boy Scouts? Like, with people who are not biologically boys entering the Boy Scouts? I think it." And he says, "I think it should just be boys in the Boy Scouts." Well, where is that written? In the name Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And everyone laughed. And
Just
she was not happy though.
what is this called? Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts? Who?
Exactly.
Boy Scouts.
Well, what if their pronouns are he him? I don't give a crap.
What if his pronouns are he, him? I'll turn him into a
Do they
pronouns.
have the little dongle thing?
The what? Whoa, hold on, Nathan. Whoa, hold on. Hold on.
If they have that, they're in Boy Scouts.
Whoa, hold on there. So, anybody who says, oh, my...
All right, everyone. We're gonna have to test to see if you're a boy.
But, yeah, no, anybody that uses
Cause
pronouns
we
like...
can't let none of them flat bellies over.
Okay,
Boy
Brittany, you can
Scout.
shut up now. So, anyone who uses pronouns that are not their original gender, I'll turn their pronouns into was, were. Did you hear that one, Braden? That was hilarious.
No,
Okay, well,
No, it wasn't.
why are you even here? All right, hanging up the call. No.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so yeah, interesting. So we're gonna
Non-binary stuff.
we're gonna make a lot of people mad with this episode.
How did we
I
even
think.
get on this topic?
That's a great question.
That's a good question. Why are you even here, Braden? Because you wanted to be here, Braden.
That's an
so
amazing question.
you wanted to be here, and you're gonna like it.
Oh yeah, I did want to be here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to another random thing called your mom. No.
Wow. All right, we're getting off
So,
with the roast
speaking
already.
of moms, my mom is...
A mom.
All right, next topic. No. Actually, what I was gonna share something about my mom, but I don't think she would want that in the episode, so we're gonna move on to something else entirely.
What are you
which
gonna share
is,
about your mom?
D's nuts.
Why would you share your mom as D's nut?
Hey, yo.
Peanut butter.
Anyway, so
Peanut.
I want to eat
That's
that candy bar.
what in the frick? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so
Mr. Beast makes a candy bar called D's Nuts.
that's true. Did you hear about this, Nathan?
No.
He made a candy bar called D's Nuts.
Go ask your mom if you can eat these nuts.
Hey, Mom, can we go to the store? Yeah, sure. What do you want?
I asked my
want
mom
some
that
D's
once.
Nuts.
Wait, no.
I want these
No.
nuts.
Look, it's an actual candy. Oh.
Yeah. Here,
Why is
Mom.
it called that?
Here, Mom.
Because it's
Get a
a
handful of
chocolate
D's
bar
Nuts.
with nuts in it. What?
Yeah, hey, Mom. Yeah. Get a handful of D's Nuts. Get your hand right in there, huh? What do you think about these nuts? But Vine Boom.
Right in there.
Vine Boom over the top of it while he's saying that.
Look
Get a
what I
hand
can
on
do to
nuts.
these nuts.
What do you think about these nuts? Boom.
Bro.
Bro.
Bruh.
So, let's talk about something that recently
that's right.
happened in the news. This will be interesting for you to hear, Braden.
Somebody died from a gun shooting.
I don't watch the nails.
So, TikTok, which Nathan and Braden listen to frequently, even on top of conversations that we're having, we'll play TikTok in the background. So,
I'm actually watching TikTok, right?
wow,
kidding.
okay, this is rude. Anyway, so
I'm kidding.
the United States, the state of Montana, was the first state to recently outlaw TikTok within its borders.
What?
Stupid thoughts? Like, do you think that's a stupid idea, or
I do.
what do you
I
think?
think we should, China.
Because people are getting suspicious. I don't know if this is actually true or it's just rumors, but people are getting suspicious that it's a source of spying.
Which it could be.
I mean, just like the phone company,
That's true.
Huawei, which is spelled really weird. If you look at the name, it actually looks like Hawaii, but longer, but it's pronounced Huawei. They were banned from the United States. They were originally trying to introduce 5G. They got banned because they got founded by the FBI for spying
Wow.
when they really weren't.
Wow.
Because Huawei is like the leading company for 5G, and they're just like, they're spying, ban them. When in fact they really weren't.
Yeah. This is the unfortunate thing about not only the U.S. criminal justice system, but just the human race justice in general, is that, you know how in the United States we say, like, innocent until proven guilty? I would say in the modern world it's flipped. They're guilty until they've been proven innocent.
Guilty until proven innocent.
It's unfortunate that that is the case.
They're saying
Hey.
innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, they're saying people, like, it was originally assumed that everyone who was arrested was innocent until they were proven guilty in a court of law. I think in the modern world, everyone does the opposite, assumes that a person is guilty until somebody proves them innocent,
Yeah.
which is sad. Except with women. When women make an accusation or when women get accused of something, they're assumed innocent.
Yeah.
Like with the Johnny Depp trial, for instance.
It's like, oh yeah, she's innocent.
She was.
Nope.
Yeah. She's innocent. He totally did all that bad stuff. Court case proved she was in fact the person doing all of this bad stuff. Everyone was surprised, but
My
That
dog stepped
court
on a
case
bee?
went on for what? Like,
like a month, maybe longer. Like
I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was like 4 months.
yeah, but like there was a certain week in which they had live streams of the.
Oh
Court
yeah,
case
when I
itself.
was scrolling through TikTok, I saw those live streams and I stopped and watched it for about an hour for each court session.
Yeah,
and I was like, what kind of stuff is she trying to prove here?
My dog stepped on a bee.
My dog stepped on a bee.
That's the only thing that she will be remembered for in
Yeah.
like 10 years. None of her,
Her career is destroyed.
not Aquaman,
Which
not
the fact
anything else.
that
Just, my dog
Johnny
stepped on a bee.
Depp got banned from all these, well, not banned, but got fired
Got
from all
fired,
these
yeah.
movies, was then proven innocent after he was fired. They're like, oh, wait a minute. And Johnny Depp is just like, really? Really?
Frick all of you. I'm not.
Before I was proven innocent, you were just taking her side. Then court proves that she was in fact the one doing it. Now you want to rehire me? Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's
I'm
literally.
not working for people like that.
I quote. He said, "I will not come back." He said, "I would only come back to the job for $100 million and a million alpacas." Is literally what he said.
Oh, yeah.
I think the number, but
And then
the
they're like,
million
that's way
alpaca-
too much money. Exactly.
The million alpacas, though, was a real thing that he said.
Yeah, the fact that everybody was just going to take her side.
It's so sad.
Yeah, very sad.
So, Braden, did you watch any of or hear anything about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial?
A little bit.
Okay.
And I'm a kid, so I don't care that much.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here, kid. No.
Bunk.
Dang it! All right, see you guys.
All right. So, Braden, what topic do you want to talk about?
Fortnite. Just
Dang.
kidding.
All right, Fortnite.
I don't know.
Okay.
We have to talk about Fortnite now.
Fortnite is a game.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, we can move on to the next topic. That was solved right there.
Fortnite is Fortnite. It's kind of trash. People still play it.
Your mother.
Wow.
Eh.
So, speaking of Fortnite, what do you guys think of the whole new, like, the Japanese city whole, like, all of that, the mega city stuff?
I like it. I think it's kind of a tribute to Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Tokyo Drift. I probably should.
I haven't either.
Oh, then how would you know there's a tribute to that?
Because I have heard a lot of people say about it, and not to mention the cars
Oh, well, that makes sense.
are
Yeah.
very much from Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Well, they're Fortnite cars, but their mechanics are very much Tokyo Drift.
You also
cars.
said that Fortnite stole something from Ratchet and Clank, I believe you said?
Yeah, the
Oh,
bars going
yeah.
around
Grind
Mega City.
rails. Yeah.
Apparently, they said, "Oh no, that was stolen from Sonic." I'm like, no, Ratchet and Clank came out first.
Yeah, probably true.
Yep.
So, very interesting. Also, regardless of where they stole it from, they still stole it. What did they give?
Fortnite tends to steal a lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah,
from
did
other
you hear
people.
about the Travis Scott thing?
Oh, yeah.
Because they can't make original content.
True. But yeah, like, did you hear about the Travis Scott thing? Like, where they took his likeness and like one of his songs without his permission, and they just added it to the game.
Yep. And he was like, "What?
He sued them.
Hold up."
And
Sued him, and then they got rid of
What
it.
happened? Wait.
Travis
what happened
Scott.
to the Travis
so
Scott?
the whole Travis Scott thing was added in without his permission. So he eventually
Travis
found
Scott
out,
event?
sued Fortnite, won, and then Fortnite had to take
The
it
Travis
out.
Scott event back in like chapter 2?
Yeah, that was not approved by him. So Fortnite was sued because of that, because it was using his music without his permission. He won, and Fortnite, and that's why it's never coming back.
that's true. People still have the skin, though, I believe.
Yeah, they can't get rid of the skin once people
Yep.
purchase it.
It's one of the rarest skins in the game. It's
Yeah.
not going to come back, especially since the
it's never
other
going to come back
Travis
because it
Scott
went into a
incident.
lawsuit.
Yeah. If you either Fortnite 1 or 2.
And I'm pretty sure part of the lawsuit was that for every person who spent money on V-Bucks to get the skin,
Mhm.
they had to pay that money to Travis Scott.
Yeah. And at the time, Travis Scott was like really famous and everything.
Yeah.
That was before the unfortunate events where his concert got people killed when they all trampled one another.
Yeah. They were all jumping around. Did you hear about that one concert like many years ago where it was, I think it was a bunch of like teenagers. They were jumping on a very weak wood floor in a building, like, just partying a little bit too
And the
hard.
floor collapsed
And the
out from under
floor
them. Yeah.
collapsed, killing about half of them.
Dang. Did you
I
hear?
think I've seen that video.
Yeah.
There's also another famous
Like,
video.
it collapsed into the basement or something?
It collapsed
right?
into the basement and killed like half of the people there.
Dang.
And injured about another third.
There's another famous video out there. I don't know if you've seen it. This happened at the state fair like 20 years ago. They were having some sort of concert live event with winds of like upwards of 60 miles an hour or whatever. And the
Yeah.
video, you see the covering over the top of the stage and everything, like wibble wobbling. And eventually it breaks off and hurls into the crowd below, hitting, collapsing into the stage, onto the crowd below. Many people died because of that, and it was just bad. That it proves that you should not have concert and events while there's a severe thunderstorm going on.
Well,
at the
geez,
same
you would
time.
think people would be smart enough, but people are like, money.
People are like, yeah, the Waffle House is still open. I don't care if there's a tornado out there.
Yeah,
I'm
they're like,
going-
money. And people will stay open because they're like, well, I'll get money. And
There's
then
an
they
EF5
die because
tornado.
of the
Get out.
process, and they're like, well,
To
shoot.
a basement. All right, time to go outside and record.
People in the South would be like, hey,
Yeah.
look, there's a tornado coming. Hey, the Waffle House is still open. Oh, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
You want to go get some dinner? Yeah,
Yeah, let's
we'll
go
be
get some
fine.
dinner. Tornado's 2 miles away. Well, shoot.
Well, shoot. I guess we have to
I
take
guess
the
we
back-
got to hurry up.
Yeah. They're just sitting, eating their pancakes as the pancakes get blown off the plate. Where the frick are my pancakes?
Tornado sweeps them up. Oh, shoot.
Blows up pancakes with my freaking pancakes.
I actually saw a video of somebody who spotted a EF4 tornado. I think it was actually not that long ago. I think it was like 2 months ago. In
I almost
Missouri.
got hit by.
Oh yeah, interesting story about tornadoes, ladies and gentlemen. So this was at least maybe 1 month ago, 1 month or less ago, where we had a line of storms that formed in like Iowa down to like Tennessee or somewhere that just slowly moved into the state of Indiana, and 3 tornadoes were confirmed in central Indiana. And one of them came within what Braden, like a few miles of you.
Yep.
Yeah, a few miles, just scraped right on by. They weren't
While
giant
we're
ones.
speaking of tornadoes, Braden, you remember that one time? This was like 6 years ago.
Shut up.
When there
shut
was
up,
a tornado
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
right outside your window. Your dad's taking a video, and all you hear in the background is you say, "We're
up.
gonna die."
Did you actually say that, Braden?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All you
No.
hear is
Please
the
don't
bad wind. Then Braden in the background so much louder. We're gonna die.
I want to see this video. Do you have this video, Nathan?
No, I don't.
No, you
Okay.
don't. You do
No.
not have it. Yep. Good. Good answer.
I might
Sniper
have
dot
to
appears on
consult your
forehead.
dad
You
for it,
don't have
though.
it. We will play that video on the podcast if we find it.
Stop.
That would be a hilarious.
That's
video.
comic relief, Braden.
That would be a hilarious episode to add, or audio to add.
We're gonna die.
Stop.
We're gonna die. Don't worry about it. There's a tornado outside the window. Let me film
But
it.
I saw a video of somebody recording, and it might have been of those storms going through that whole line.
EF4. This wouldn't have been in Indiana though.
No. This
Finally.
was in Missouri.
Right, okay.
A tornado that hit Missouri, a huge town in Missouri, flattened everything.
Oh, an
it
EF4.
touched.
Yeah.
And not to mention, it was like 1.5 miles wide, almost 2 miles, moving at 60 miles an hour.
What the frick?
Just
I'd
within an
repeat
hour,
myself. Yeah.
half the town was gone.
Wow.
They went in an hour and a half later, nothing
Wow.
was left.
Yeah, this looks awfully familiar. Nagasaki? No, I'm kidding. But dang, yeah, the power of tornadoes is insane.
People are like, which is more dangerous, hurricane or tornadoes? Hurricanes have less powerful
Definitely
winds,
tornado.
but they are
More widespread, yeah.
They're more widespread, but tornadoes in the area that they hit are like way worse than hurricanes.
Yeah,
They have
yes.
winds up to
Oh, it can be over
like
200 miles an hour.
200 miles an hour. I think an EF5 is like
EF5 is like 230, 240.
that kind of speed of winds destroys everything,
That's
and
true.
not to mention it works like a vacuum.
That's true. That's true.
So not
you
only
might
does
say that-
it just wipe everything off, it sucks everything up and
Throws it
flings
out.
it 4 miles away.
So you might say that tornadoes and gay people have something in common. They both suck.
Wow.
Okay. That was-
Hey, yo, we're moving on
Moving
now.
on. So, speaking of tornadoes, climate change. What are your thoughts?
Bull crap.
Wow.
Everybody's like, oh.
No one cares about climate
like,
change.
I saw a video the other day of Joe Biden talking about, oh yeah, no,
Well,
what is
don't
it?
ever trust anything Joe Biden
Of
says.
course, but
Joe Biden.
you just see Harris in the background just
Try
trying
not to-
so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, he's just like
He's like,
and he just announced that he would be rerunning for election again.
he's not gonna win.
If he does,
Because-
it's rigged.
The Democrats
The Democrats hate him.
who voted for him are like,
Okay,
why did we vote for him?
Why did we vote
Now
for
there
him?
are a lot of Democrats that agree that he should win again,
But
but there's no way it's
And
gonna
they're
be
high.
the majority.
On weed. On
they
hard
are
drugs.
high.
But he was like, oh yeah, what is it, like global warming? He's like, oh yeah, just look outside, global warming. I'm like, global warming doesn't exist.
Global
So
warming these
to
nuts,
cover up
buddy.
the fact that global warming doesn't exist, oh no, we said it was climate change. No, you didn't. You
Well,
said it was global warming.
so-
Now you're making up for your mistake by calling it something else. It's nothing.
So I will say this, Nathan. So
Yes, the ozone layer is getting destroyed.
that's true.
The more days go by,
That's true.
which is exactly why I say there's a lot of car people out there. Oh, catalytic converters, get rid of them. I'm like, no, catalytic converters. One, don't like restrict as much exhaust as you think, and they slow down at the rate that the ozone layer gets destroyed. If you guys want to fry as soon as you step outside, go right ahead.
That's true. So this was 2009 or something. We had a panic scare where the ozone layer over
There was
the
a big
South Pole,
hole
there was a giant hole in the atmosphere, or not the atmosphere, the ozone layer of the atmosphere, which is gone in this
But-
one area.
It was something that they didn't discover, that there was never the ozone layer there to begin with, because the sun never really touches it there. It does, but it doesn't have direct rays like we do on the side of the earth as on the top and bottom. That one, they're always day, there's no nighttime, and two, it's too cold to actually, get the full grunt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say because I don't like to spew stuff and then like I assume that I know this is fact or something. But I will say that looking at data over the next couple of years after that scare where the giant hole was found in the ozone atmosphere, it has actually healed.
Increased.
It has
Well,
actually healed.
It started to heal, then it got bigger, then it got smaller. And it's like
If you look
changing.
If you look at the
size.
ozone hole today, it's much smaller than it used to be, but
Yeah.
it hasn't completely closed up. But the ozone layer
which
at
I'm
the
telling
North
you,
and
it's
South
not
Pole,
going to. It's not
Yeah.
going to close.
as long as we exist, no.
Yeah.
But at the North and South Poles, this is why we see northern lights, because the atmosphere is thin enough there that the sun's rays, the
Produce
sun's
the
radiation
colors of
come
the-
through and produce the northern lights. That's why
Yeah.
those things exist.
Yeah, people are
Speaking
like,
of which-
it's light reflecting off the sun. No, it's light reflecting off the ozone layer.
That's true. Parts of the South Pole, like the South Pole gets brilliant lights, northern lights. Some parts of the South Pole don't have snow. Some of it's just like flat rock.
Actually, the warmest the North and South Pole can get was like 52 degrees,
the warm, yeah,
which is extremely hot
for them, yeah.
them, but still 52 degrees. That's where ice and snow melt. And
Oh,
in
32
case we
degrees
haven't-
is where it is the freezing point. Anything above that is where stuff starts.
yeah,
to melt.
and at 52 degrees, that's when ice starts to crack, break
Yeah.
apart, melt.
And that's dangerous because
Very.
that raises the sea level, which is a problem for
Yes.
every city
It
ever built
raises
near
it
to the
very
city.
quickly.
Near to
Like
the
you ever wonder,
ocean.
oh no, when during the summer the water level goes up
Mhm.
because of that.
because it's warmer.
The
yeah.
North and South Pole are getting warmer,
Mhm.
so the ice is starting to melt a little bit, and it's increasing the amount of water.
We hear from time to time about scientists reporting that ice shelves, big pieces of frozen sea ice, break off and start melting and moving into the ocean.
Yeah,
The other thing that happens because of this is because salt water can't freeze. Only fresh water can.
yeah,
So when that ice melts, the amount of salt in the ocean goes down, which the fish is designed to live in saltwater environment. So when the salt level drops, that starts to kill stuff that's just supposed to live in a saltwater environment.
Yeah.
So, Braden, we're kind of leaving you out of this conversation. Sorry. Do you
I
have
can
anything?
see.
Do you have anything you want to add?
Earth.
All right, thanks, Braden. Thanks for that. No,
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
okay.
I don't know anything about
Earth.
this.
Earth is cool. Earth is
You thought I was kidding?
Eh.
Earth.
Yes. So, let's dedicate a whole segment to you, Braden. So, we're getting near to the 30-minute mark here. Let's get, since you're here, we don't want to just introduce you and then not talk to you at all. So, what do you want to
Yes.
talk about? Excuse me. What do you want to talk about in today's episode?
Talk about planes.
Planes.
pretty cool.
Aviation.
Sounds fun. So, what's your
So-
favorite plane?
Well, I will start with saying I
Oh,
just
okay.
recently watched Top Gun Maverick.
Ah, so you did watch it. Nice.
Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
think?
And
yeah.
I thought it was very good.
Very nice. Yeah, Lady Gaga's song is pretty nice.
Yeah.
She's also hot, by the way.
Well,
Why
to
did
be
you
fair,
even not wanna
Lady
go the
Gaga
first
makes
time
a
you
lot
saw
of
it,
good
Nathan?
songs. Like, a lot of people go on trash. Oh, no, her songs are terrible. Not really. Some of her songs are pretty decent.
Sorry, what did you say, Braden? You said something to Nathan. We didn't catch that.
Hey, Nathan, you know the first time we went?
Which one?
The one where the rest of the family went and you stayed home to do homework?
Yeah, and then never actually did any homework. I never went to watch
Yeah, that
Top
was
Gun
funny.
Maverick in the theaters, unfortunately.
Oh, where did you see this Top Gun?
At home.
Oh, okay. Like a streaming Disney or something like that?
No, Ryan got the movie on Blu-ray,
Ah.
and there was
okay.
one Sunday night where Ryan's like, "Let's just watch it." I was like, "Cool."
Cool. Yeah.
So
I
we
watched
watched
the first one. Rewatched the first
I
one.
have
recently.
not seen the first one yet, which I've heard a lot of people say you have to watch the first
You do.
and then second,
You do.
because
So why did you
a
watch
lot
the
of the
second
No,
same.
you don't.
I mean, you don't
If
have
you know
to,
who Iceman is, then
but
you
there
can pretty much
is a
watch
lot
the
of
second right
dialogue
off the
referring
bat.
to the first movie, though.
That is true. The first movie provides a lot
Because
of
talking
first
about
movie
like
is
the big
also
one is
rated,
when
like-
he talks about Goose, like "Talk to me,
Mhm,
Goose." That is a big referral to the first movie.
That's true. The first movie provides a lot of
Yeah,
context.
if you know who
for
Goose and
stuff.
Iceman are, then you can pretty much just watch the second one off that.
You could, but after watching the second movie, I was like, yeah, I probably should have watched the first to get
Yeah.
a lot of the context.
So, after today's recording of the podcast, we're gonna watch the first movie. No, I wish. No,
But
Our long
we don't even have
podcast.
the first movie of the Maverick.
I do. I have the first movie and Maverick. Anyway,
Anyway, so the biggest thing
I've
that
seen
I
all of
thought
them.
was absolutely cool,
Mm-hmm.
still my favorite scene of the movie, was the Dark Star. The
Yeah.
opening scene of the
Yeah.
Dark Star. Unfortunately, no jet like it exists. Like, we don't have a jet that can actually go
Closest
Mach 10.
thing we have is
rockets
the
that'll
SR.
go Mach
that's
10.
true. A lot
But
of
there's a
rockets.
difference between a rocket and a jet, because a jet has to house a human being. Not all rockets
Not all rockets
house
do that. Yeah, no.
human beings, and rockets are made out of a completely different material
That's true.
than jets are, because they have to be able to withstand all the heat re-entering
Yep.
the atmosphere, which is
true.
extremely
And
hot.
the fuel source is different.
Yeah.
the fuel. Jet
rocket
engines.
fuel and jet fuel are two completely
yeah.
different sources. Rockets don't usually use hydraulic fluid for using, because hydraulic fluid, when it gets that hot,
Mhm.
it basically turns into thinner than water,
That's true.
and at that point it's unusable.
Correct.
So we're going to talk about the Blackbird for a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
The Blackbird had hydraulic fluid that was so thick, just to handle the heat of Mach 3, that they needed heaters to heat it up just so it was usable on the ground on regular temperature at
true.
70 degrees.
That's true. So, Braden, what is your favorite plane?
Uh,
I love.
can I pick two?
Yeah, sure. Pick your two favorite planes.
Okay, my first favorite plane is the fastest jet, the SR-71. My second favorite plane is a Messerschmitt Me-82.
The Metro
Is that the
first
Russian jet?
That's the first
Messerschmitt
jet.
German.
That was the first jet
And I may have
introduced
butchered the
by
name, I
Germans,
don't
yeah.
know.
That's true. Don't, ladies and gentlemen, don't look up the who made the jet in 1939.
Oh wait, no, I think it's the Messerschmitt 282.
Anyway, yes, the
It might be
Germans
that.
made the first jet engine.
Well, during World War II, the Germans had a much, how do I put it? They had all their equipment used for war was higher than everybody else. They were using the first
quality, yeah.
jet propelled aircraft for war.
The Messerschmitt, yeah.
Yeah.
They also had
Their tanks were more powerful.
That's right, the Tiger. The Tiger was a really good tank.
Their weaponry was a lot more powerful and modern.
That's true.
So they had the advantage, but one thing that they did not have the advantage of was soldiers.
That's true. Once the United States got in there, we had
they
more
were
soldiers.
done. They were done.
Germans had the Messerschmitt. They had
The Tiger.
the
They
Tiger.
had the Messerschmitt BF-109.
They
The
had
F-109. They had
They
that.
had the BF-110. They had a lot of
I don't know the
things.
exact model, but they had the machine guns that fire at a really high rate. They go brrr, that basically mow down people. We saw, or not we saw. Yeah. Secretly, I'm like 95 years old. No. But we have
I was
seen,
frozen in ice.
Yeah, we have seen basically like pictures and videos of the beach of Normandy, the German soldiers who basically just sat up on concrete and just mowed down the American soldiers. But the problem is, the American soldiers kept coming. There were so many of us that they couldn't hold the beach forever.
No, they couldn't. And then Hitler eventually realized, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but it's history. So screw you people that say, oh, you shouldn't. Hitler eventually realized that he wasn't going to win. So suicide was his best way to get out of it, because he even said at the beginning of the war, I will not die to somebody else.
That's true.
So
because he thought he would win at the beginning.
Yeah. So now there's a joke rolling around that, you know why Hitler committed suicide? Because you saw the gas bill.
What? Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. Okay. Oh. I apologize to all of my Jewish listeners out there. That
Which is
joke
nobody.
violated so many bloodlines right there. Yeah, so did the
Yeah, it was
guest.
funny,
Anyway,
though.
but yeah, between the Americans and the USSR, Germany was not
Germany
able to...
had no chance. Even though all their war stuff was modern way above what ours was.
That's true.
They didn't have the quantity.
That's true. They had quality, but not quantity.
Yeah, which there's...
Yeah.
You can have absolute quality, but if you don't have quantity...
To this day, actually, I've seen some reports recently, like we all know, everyone knows, that Russia is invading Ukraine. Everyone knows that.
And Russia still hasn't done it successfully, may we add.
Finished, yes. So,
and it's been like, what, a year and a half?
Oh, it's been much longer.
And Russia's so much bigger than Ukraine. And yet, Ukraine has still fought off, because Ukraine is way smarter to figure out how to defend against this. And
Ukraine,
people in Russia,
without
like,
support
the
of
leader of Russia
USA and every single other continent alive, would not be surviving right now.
Yeah.
We were talking on top of each other. What did you say, Braden?
White people.
Okay, wow.
I was just talking about white people.
But I've seen some pictures and stuff coming back from Ukraine. Ukraine is using World War II German weaponry and stuff to fight the Russians.
Yeah, and yet they're winning.
And yet, yeah.
I mean, they've gotten pretty close to the capital.
The Russians have gotten very close.
Uncomfortably close to the capital.
Which leads us to, I think, the final thing we want to add to this episode.
Someone just fart?
No. The U.S. military documents leak that happened recently. Did you hear about this?
That is very illegal.
Oh, by the Minecraft Discorders?
Yeah, I was going to say, this 21-year-old National Guardsman...
Sorry, guys. I may have leaked something that didn't exactly need to be leaked.
So, to try to impress some friends, this 21-year-old National Guardsman leaked classified military documents on a Minecraft Discord server.
The FBI's after you, buddy.
He's been arrested.
And for a long time.
They're gonna find out whether
You're just like, well, I was just playing Minecraft. Well, geez, maybe you have common sense and think, hey, if I post government information on a Minecraft server, it could get in the hands of people that it shouldn't.
That's true. Like it has already.
Yes.
Everybody knows that this is how it ties back into the other conversation. But part of those documents planned the details for a large-scale Ukraine assault on the Russian front to try to take back Ukraine. Now the Russians know about it, so they can defend against it and repel them. So that sucks.
So they just basically need to make a whole new plan.
There's only one more option.
So bring
nuclear bombs,
which Russia has threatened many times.
Which, if we do that, the world's done.
That's true.
Because people have been, saying, "Oh, nuclear war." If we start a nuclear war, I don't think you understand what those bombs are capable of.
That's true. Everyone is at such high tensions that it would take the first bomb going off for everything to just fall apart.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be launching their nukes at each other.
If they drop one nuclear bomb, anybody does. It's a nuclear war.
Everyone's going to be launching nukes at each other. We're going to be launching nukes at them. They're going to have nukes at us.
The world's over.
That's why MAD is a thing. Mutually assured destruction.
That's true. That's where we get
which is exactly what we're trying to do. But Biden, he's just like, we're going to give you money, but I'm not going to go over there to figure out. You know what Trump would have done?
He would have gone over
He would have gone and talked to the Russians himself. You remember when we got that threatened to...
So, Putin is a really good friend of mine. I'm going to go talk to him. But don't shut up, Sleepy Joe. I'm going to go talk to him. He's a really good friend of mine. I know him very well.
But he went to go talk to the leader of Korea, may I add.
Yes, North Korea.
Awful. Because he was threatening to bomb us, nuclear bomb us.
That's true.
And all he did, fly over there, talk to him, reason with him.
And that was done. Yeah.
Yep, that was done.
Hey, listen,
you know what Joe Biden would have done?
I'll
give you half of the U.S. allowance to make sure they don't. That's what he wants.
All that money would have been spent on more nukes.
Yeah. He's like,
money. Yeah. I'm going to go talk to the leader of North Korea, and we're going to have... He's a really good friend of mine, really great friend of mine. We're going to talk, and after he's done, he's not going to launch any more nukes at us. I can guarantee that. Anyway, sorry, I've been practicing my Trump voice way too much.
I can tell.
Anyway, so, yeah, we're at 42 minutes into this episode. Do you think it's time to call it quits here? Or?
Well, I will say one more thing about jets.
Uh-huh.
The F-18. Why is the U.S. still using it?
F-18 Super Hornet is amazing.
It's amazing, yes, but it is way outdated.
Wasn't it like 1960s that thing?
Almost. It was its first flight.
It was one of our first jet.
We ordered the first F-18 and flew it in 1972.
Wow.
And now the newest jet, which may I add,
still using
the new F-35.
The F-35, yeah.
Cruising speed for that at full throttle is over Mach 1.
Yeah.
It has the capability to go under sonar.
Mm-hmm.
And has the capability that the F-18 couldn't dream of.
That's true.
Oh, Nathan, did you know that...
Yeah, because they're very new. They're brand new.
That's true.
Nobody has them.
Yeah, what'd you say, Braden?
Did you know that the F-22 and the F-35 have the radar size of a honeybee?
Doesn't surprise me because radars now can span very far and are extremely tiny.
That's true. They can pick up very small objects.
Because, you know how they've done it? Decrease the size of waves, but increase the
power. The waves, yeah. That's true. I think you mean the size of the waves. I think you mean like frequency. Decrease the frequency, increase the power. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Final thoughts from everyone before we end off the episode. What do you think, Nathan? Any final thoughts?
That was it.
Braden,
planes are cool. You should play War Thunder.
Yes.
And don't be like Osama bin Laden.
That is a really good advice to end this episode off. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This I thought the crap show episode where we would just devolve into madness because we had no topic going in, but it actually went pretty well. So tune in next week's episode. Topic will be what?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Find out on next week's episode.
Find out what the topic is on the next week episode. See you later, Braden. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
All right. See you guys. Tune in next week.